Hello, and welcome to the most silent game ever, which apparently does have music. Because it has this, but the main menu is completely silent. And it's kind of eerie. Good evening, Karnork. Good evening, Litz, Energizer. Cora, this is Aviary Attorney. It was gifted to me by a friend and patron. I think people probably already know, but it's the same guy who gave me the bird dating game. Evening, Z. Hello, Glancy. Good evening, Furioni. Stanch, codename. Is it as great as Meow Music? Yes. I don't actually know what that is, but yes. Another one. I hope this has music. Has sounds. Get louder. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Rogret. Oh wow, I am not gonna ever with these names. Oh, it's a toad. Oh no, it's a dead toad. Is that Monsieur Grenouet? Oh mon Dieu! I'm so sorry about the accent. I'm so sorry about the accent. Oh no! It was... What? Dame Catherine, what have you done? Oh, we already know who's done it? Wow, that was fast. We solved the case. Act 1. A cat with claws. I don't know what any of this means. Oh, he just walks around. Yeah, that should be... It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? What is his name? Sparrowson. Sparrowson? Of course it is. Hey, Alex. It looks like an 18th century postcard, just like the rest of the game. Hey, well, good evening. Well, 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 look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Oh, too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't actually know what any of these people sound like, so I'm just gonna... I'm winging it! There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. Also, see, there's the thing, because in the starting menu, in the sound menu, it said it had voices, or it had speech, so... Where's the speech? There has been a murder, indeed. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson, you may have the honors. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. But didn't we see that already be a thing? Legal eagle. Basically. I'm confused. Is that Jack Sparrow? This one's not as handsome, is he? She's being held at La Conciergerie, that's a word, prison on the charge of murder, no less. Oh, thanks for the resub, Kellen. Refresh for resub. Welcome back. I know, I'm sorry. I can't do a better accent than that. I'm really sorry. But I'm pretty sure the names have to be French, so I gotta try. I gotta try. I love the Ace Attorney games, actually. So, there we are. Anyway, her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Senor Pertoir. Oh dear lord, this is what the game starts with. De Meow! Oh god. Of the De Meow estate. Pertoir de Meow! Okay, accept it. Just accept it. Well, this is quite something. Oh, you said it. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that, the De Meow estate, I can't say that seriously, estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so he just intends to not try at all and just rake in the cash. Good job. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Nope! What kind of thing is that to say? Let's just say nope. I think not, Sparrowson. The fate of a fat cat bourgeois is none of my concern. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon already. What? With all respect, Falcon, we've been doing nothing for the past 2 weeks. Anything would be better than another day of thumb twiddling. Still, Come on, let's be productive members of society! Okay, so you can say no, but then it just leads back to, you gotta do the thing. The screen is really bright, can I just say that? Like, I had an extra light on because my room is quite dark, but it's just completely unnecessary. Alright, you've twisted my arm. Let's head to the La Conciergerie and meet our client. Streamer from the Netherlands speaking English, pronouncing French. Yeah, it's gotten to that point. Everything's just off. Hey Dust, good evening. Yeah, don't mind the game. This is the game we're playing today. Excellent, my derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. That's not a thing that happens to people. Oh, but I better file away Senor Demiau's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Portoir's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Oh, we're gonna collect evidence? Oh dear. Just keep saying no. I don't want to. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. ... Again. I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Okay, so I guess this character is really, really chaotic. I already feel a connection. Evening, Hand Dog. Good evening, Pixie. Falcon objects. If this doesn't end with someone shouting objection constantly, then I don't know what to say. Or just puzzles and then quick shots of my character solving the puzzles. One of those two. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he is carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. 20 francs, that's not a whole lot. Let's make a move. Are you gonna go dancing? Good for you. Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location note. Am I gonna make them walk? Because with 20 francs, you're not gonna get much transportation otherwise, are you? Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Okay, that makes sense actually. Okay, but question though, maybe an artist can tell me this. Is this drawn or is this just a manipulated photograph? Because I can't imagine that someone would actually draw all this. Can I say that? Because, I mean, come on. You'd go absolutely mad. Would someone actually draw all this? I feel like that's no way. That's too much. Tea stains. Oh, thanks, Typey. It was supposed to be a joke, but yeah, could possibly be drawn, really? Look at the details. Look at the details on this thing. They said these were real drawings from like the 1600s. Ah, so very old drawings. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. Where can we... This one... Okay, this one takes time. That's the prison. This is where we are, right? So we can't really go here because we're already there, right? Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. I was just procrastinating. I am just bonding with this guy more and more. Well, stop it! We need to get back to helping Dame Cataline. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. He's so snarky. Alright, well, we'll go here then. A little cuckoo, then I realized it was a sparrow. Yeah, they all have pun names as well. Does that mean gotta go? Or good to go? Anyway, hey Kalen. Good evening. That's a better drawing than Google Maps does it. Yeah, but I mean, come on. They're outdated. They need a new car to drive around. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. Sounds like a nice hotel. What do you want? That's what he sounds like. Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Cataline de Miau. I am due to represent her in court. Ah, you're a lawyer, eh? Fine, fine. Follow me. He's very, well-behaved, as you can tell. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up! Okay, sorry. Hey, blood. Cats can't even just murder people and get away with it. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Well, I don't know. Did you murder someone? Dame Cataline de Meow, I presume. You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petit assistant, Sparrow's son. She's so happy to see us. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrow's son. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. Of course, it's me. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Wow! I thought I was, I'm not. Hey, Avansel. You have one big and deep wonderment to satisfy. Are all these games a work of same dudes? It's just one person who just wants to make animal games. And I don't think we're dating anyone here, though. Thinking. Oh. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off. I don't know, the V is pretty far down the list. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Okay, well, did you see anything... Can we just ask all the things, or can we only ask one? Who was there that evening? Let's ask that. Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and Papa. My dearest Mamma couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roguel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemate, Coulaine, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, until, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robichaud, the Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Well, technically everything. I don't even know. Is this gonna get filed under... No? That's... Okay, never mind. What happened on the night of the murder? Is it possible to turn down the dialogue sound? I can turn down everything a bit. Is this better? You guys always tell me this way too late. Them birds look good for lunch. Rude. I don't know what's up with his hat. Or if it even is a hat. Yeah, it is a hat. Very strange hat. Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crenier, the home of great Baron Roguel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about... business stuff? Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it because, okay, so she's a spoiled little cat. Haha, puns. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Is that evidence? Oh shoot, that skipped it. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. You're kidding, right? That's not a thing. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. A bug paints your picture. A bug paints your picture. Okay. Wow, technology is amazing. That's not technology. It's not technology. That's an animal. That's very late, Energizer. I mean, this is not a true detective hat, though, and he doesn't even have a violin with him. Come on. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Let me believe. Oh, so she's just full of it. Wait, so does this imply that she's very dumb and believes everything? Hey, Marcus. Starting to believe that the map was drawn too? Well, yeah, we already confirmed that, didn't we? But in 1800, or 1600 was it? I think 1800. Long ago! Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. It was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Michaud and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. In prison? When did he ever think you were going to go to prison? Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Well, the final thing, obviously. Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Ah! Wait! Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. Oh, did I? I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. What? That's... Really? Really? You and your damn stomach. I thought he was actually going to say something interesting. No. They actually confirmed it in chat. Up there, Energizer. Like, you gotta scroll back. I don't know if it's still there. You gotta scroll back a bit. A monocle. Yes, that is missing. Maybe the father will have one. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Is this actually important? Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare... They actually called it a red herring. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Ferris, and remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Oh, come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery, even for the steak? Nope, you would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinière would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. Now you're hungry? Oh, it does sound good. Oh, it's a red herring, though, don't worry. Hey, Chief. I'm actually still hungry. I just had dinner, but I didn't actually have time to eat a whole lot of it. Is the twist the red herring? The red herring is the mastermind behind everything. I'm sure this is gonna come back. It's gonna come back. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinière and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down this supposed photographer, Monsieur Robicho de Robinho. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should get head back. That's not a sentence, is it? And get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice! Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear. You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. Yeah, but look, I don't know. Maybe she is guilty. I don't know that. And I believe in justice, so... That's why they didn't have silverware. They had to sell the silverware. Noodles again? No, not even. Just leftovers today. A bit on the peak. You might want to work on being less of a... how to put it? Fil de pute. What is a fil de pute? French people. What is a fil de pute? It sounds offensive. Is it fil de pute? I don't even know. Beat the sparrow son. No one is innocent. Kill everyone. Someone's already done that for me. So what's in my evidence folder now? A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. This is a red herring, literally. And they ate a bloody rare steak. Okay. Didn't get me any extra cash, though. Son of a whore. Of course, of course. If serving justice makes me a Philippute, then I'll wear that title proudly, while he doesn't seem offended. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Ogrel, these names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm with Sparrowson here. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and... Okay, see, I'm thinking, right? I think the voice volume, I think that's actually just the tick, 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 tick. So I'm just gonna put this up and... I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Because it's too on the nose, Sparrowson. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. Mind that it doesn't get hacked, Sparrowson. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Really? Ooh. An ill-mannered jailkeeper. He's actually named Quark. Don't forget innocent until proven guilty. I would just have to find the guilty no matter what. Honestly. No Twitter. I don't know. I mean, when was this game made? No, Twitter probably already existed, didn't it? Cataline, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Patois de Miao. Okay. The froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Grenier. I can't actually double check what they said. So that's unfortunate. The wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Oh, he doesn't have a monocle either. So... Where's... Wow, that's a lot of people. Wasn't there another business associate we haven't met yet then? Alright, let's make a move. Top right, the picture is golden. What, the cat? January 4th on a Tuesday. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day, but you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting save and quit. You can blah 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 yada yada. Okay, so that's where we are. We can go back there as well. What happens when we go back? Do we get new letters or anything? Falcon, why are we back at your office? We have a case to solve. Oh, we're still procrastinating. Wow, I just can't go back there, can I? Okay, so we'll go to... We'll go to the house first, because someone might remove evidence, you know. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crenier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Hello? Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? I mean, do we believe them? I kind of feel like this is also just too on the nose. So I feel like they're faking it. I know nothing about them. I think they're faking it. Can we also can I ask them some questions? I'm a detective. Let me detective whether they're faking it or not. I think they're faking it. Sorry, madame, I haven't sent a gift, just like everyone else these days. No worries, monsieur, I understand. God bless you both. They stole everything! I thought you were more of a giving type, Falcon. Times is tough. Seriously, they stole everything. I was right. I was right. They were totally pickpockets. Times are tough, Sparrowson. Certainly have a franc to give today, but tomorrow, yeah, it's all gone, dude. I was so right. Something wrong? That little kangaroo kid stole my wallet. Heh. It's not funny. Where did they go? Let it go. They probably need it more than you'd. No. That is not how that works, Sparrowson. We're not letting that we're not letting that go. Are you kidding me? That won't stop me from giving them what for if I see them again. Come on, we've got business to do. I hope I run into them again, because I swear to God, they are 100% just Not kangaroos, rats. Falcon and Spurson step into the pristine wood-panelled foyer of Chateau Crinier. Beat the Spurson, exactly. Wow, look at this place. Baron Rogiel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he is the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! Really? How's that? Miss Parison, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. Of course. They are scoundrels, though. I know. I should be able to find them. I should be able to find them pretty easily. Exactly, but there's like, just saying, they needed it more than I did, so sod it, thieves be thieving. Come on. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Oh yeah, that happened. Oh, he's a lion, of course he is. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Roquerel, property owner extraordinaire at your service. I feel like that's what he sounds like. Oh, he has a monocle, look at that. And who might you fellows be, more investigators? He has some loud music. Nope, we're attorneys. Not quite. I'm a private attorney, J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. Hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Or something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Ah, of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. His music is really loud. Can I just... Because it is. It really is loud. There's a lot of puns. It has just puns, and that's it. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. I'll be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That will be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the, Yes. Unfortunate incident. This guy. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? No, I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. That's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. Of course. So where shall we go first? Well, let's go to the garden first. Spare us some time to answer your question. Dame Cataline said that you found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon, to the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. Do you mean in search for evidence? Yeah, do that. That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Oh, that is so Sherlock Holmesy. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you've had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, well we're gonna obviously just examine everything. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Did you say it behooves you to stroke it? Okay, so like everything is already a pun, and then the characters inside the game that is a pun are making puns. Yeah. He was lying through his teeth. I mean, in 3 days we'll be back. We'll be back as well for this photograph. Just saying. I don't trust him either. Because he was smoking that way too obviously. Why are the statues depicting humans? Well, you can't really see it that well, can we? Not quite. Hi, Jester. Good evening. No. No, it would not. Falcon does not appreciate puns. Okay, so that he doesn't like. Let's look at the stairs. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenway died. You see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with a frog's last breath. Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky mud puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenway was attacked and killed on the staircase. Yeah, we already knew that, basically. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel another pun coming. Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on hors d'oeuvres. Like, it's this close to being too much for me. And I'm me. This close. Ah, terrible! I agree. I absolutely concur. Honestly. Hors d'oeuvres are food as well, like small snacks basically. Is that gonna be a thing now? The beat the sparrow son? This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. They can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. You're birds. You can fly. Fly, birds. Oh, I apologize, I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrow son, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this one franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? I like tails. Plant squiggles? It's called a wreath, Sparrowson. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles. Oh, a wreath. Here I go. It's heads. Should have gone with the old Emperor Falcon. Ah, fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. Everyone is against this guy. I almost feel bad for cheating. Now this is where we beat the Sparrowson. If we get a chance, we have to do something about this guy, because he's so far, he said, you got your wallet stolen, sod it, and he cheated me out of jumping into the fountain. I know, Sparrowson is stealing all the puns. We arrived at the main section of puns. I swear, this castle right here, this is where it all happens. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's an old murder weapon, though. Isn't that a cigar, butt? Is that me? Is that a cigar butt? What is this? It's brown and sticky and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rogrel. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Yes, of course. It was heads too. Cheating? Let's hope that Robin... You guys... Is there anything else we need to do here? Yeah, get rid of all the puns. All of them. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one. What? No, the barkeep says, you've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the table. I don't get it, but I do get, I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes, and that's like a double pun in a joke, and I can't. I just can't. Help me. Help me, help. I can't play bird games anymore after this. Oh, thanks for the follow, Lucky. I don't even know, it gets even worse. Baron Rogrel? I am consistently pronouncing that completely wrong. Certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Cherub people? Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. He's not wrong. I think that's actually all. Gonna make sure we didn't miss anything by doing this. This is how I used to do search puzzles as well. Always worked out. Okay, got him. Oh, seriously. See, I am so desensitized at this point I can't even read that. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? Still have time. Don't push your luck. Fire him! What's pun in Dutch? Do we have a specific word for that? For pun? Guys, do we have a specific word for puns in Dutch? I feel like we don't. Slecht hem op. Gewoon slecht. Ken me daar. First our wings get replaced by squirrel tails and now this. Who said I was a bird? Hey. I mean, but that's just joke. But I mean, specifically a pun on something? Woordgrap, misschien. Ja, misschien een woordgrap. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, it's a squirrel tail. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. And there's also a giraffe there. Psst. Hey, Falcon, did you see that? See what? The housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. She'd totally call her out on it. Oh god, don't tell me you believe that guy. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah! Yes, are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name is JJ Falcon. And I am Sparrowson. And I'm really annoying. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Coulendu Hall. Oh, so, what can I help you, messieurs, with today? Woordspeling. Oh, well, maybe. I mean, yeah, but that's the same thing. But woordgrap is literally a word joke. I don't know. We must beat the Sparrow Son! We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. Oh, wow. There's the head. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? Anything at all. You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? That's so shady when you say it like that. Ein Wortwitz. Jeez. No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Pressure. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Sparrowson, I swear to God! Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, but what do we do then? I'll tell you later. I swear. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? I don't believe her. We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session, for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. That's very specific. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. Okay, from here, I feel like there's no hands on the plate. Is that just me? Or is that just art that's doing this? Maybe? Beak them to the You know, sometimes I do so. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Roguel just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. That's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Apparently not. Apparently not. She seems to be who translated this? Is this actually from I feel like this might just be from an actual French studio that didn't have any professional translators to hire. She seems to have a mild case of kleptomania. Yeah. Alright. That's all. No further questions. Sorry. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. There's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. I did, actually, but okay. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Everyone's just like, stealing. As long as it's not, you know, the American Gold Reserve, I don't care. They probably need it more than I do. What? That's not how crimes work. What is it? Is this night in the wood where everyone just goes, crimes? Dear Lord. Evening, jail. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Did you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think that Baron would miss those. And then they're all just gone. Meet the giraffe. But, oh well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. And that's one mystery solved at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind and I would hate to break his trust. You're stealing all of his stuff. Does anyone else feel like there's a problem here? I feel like there's a problem here. There's a problem here. Okay then. I should fire the sparrow next time. Next time he makes a joke? Really though? Really though? Wow, I can barely read dark blue names, by the way. So, Nathan, you were just, like, invisible to me for a moment there. I see. So where to next, Big Bird? Well, we can go back to the main hall then, can't we? Well, can't we do anything else? Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you. Please ask away, I have nothing to hide. About your housemaid. Yeah. We met your housemaid, Colleen Duport. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Oh, thanks, Wall. Speaking of bits. Do they, though? Do they, though? Thanks, though. But I'm gonna rat her the hell out. I am absolutely ratting her out. Because she's a thief! I'm sorry! She's a thief! Actually, we feel obliged to tell you that she has something of a thieving habit. I know! You know? Of course I know! When the silverware goes missing in a house occupied by two people, it doesn't take a world-class detective to solve the mystery. Oh, and you didn't buy anything new? Then why haven't you informed the police? This may surprise you, Monsieur Falcon, but I am actually not a ruthless money-grabbing bourgeois. A housemate steals 100 francs of silver from me, a mere drop in the bucket from a man of my stature. What of it? I feel no need to ruin the poor girl's life over something so small and petty. I feel like he actually has no money because he didn't buy any new silverware. I see. I apologize, Baron. I didn't mean to pry. It's quite all right. Did you two want to ask something else? I did, yeah. Maybe we should beat the Rogel? Baron Rogel, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble? Well, maybe you are. We'll see. That remains to be seen. Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone. I'm just asking questions, Baron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer. And then the music stopped. Well, well, well. He doesn't seem too happy about that one. Listen, well, garçon, I make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week. That doesn't make you a better person. Or not a criminal. Actually, this just incriminates you more. Just wanted to tell you that. I pay extortionate amounts of taxes to the government so that law lackeys like you can keep your cozy jobs. Actually, we're a private detective place, so they don't really pay us anything, to be honest. Beat the lion. Beat the servant. Beat everyone. Just beat everyone. And yet you have the audacity to waltz into my own home and accuse me of being a murderer. I didn't know such thing, dude. That's just all on you. You have 10 seconds to get off my property, or I will ensure that the next trial you attend will be your own. Well, he is incredibly guilty. ... Don't say anything. What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with tact and finesse. Shut up. What was it you called me? A drunken warthog? I don't need this. I'm going back to the office. What? Can we actually beat the Sparrow Son though? Seriously? literally his pride though. I mean it doesn't take me a day to go there, but let's go and check what's in the office. Really? Why can't I check anything here? Gods! I just want to beat the Sparrow Son. I'm gonna see what he feels like today. Back here already? I thought you wanted to meet the photographer. Come on, Falcon, time's a wasting. I wanted to find the people who stole my stuff. Sherlock Holmes with birds? Basically, yes. So, this is the studio of the famous photographer. Oh, sorry, this is Falcon. Shall we knock? Oh, wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvellous artist, Monsieur Robito de Romigno, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Well, isn't this guy working for me? I feel like he is. Yes, we do need a detective game with John Constantine, because then we could actually beat the Sparrow Son. Nope, doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. I am not invested in my characters at all. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Yes. Maybe. Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have the thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Of course. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? Nope, he just burst through. Just like that. What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very, swanky. I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. Why is the music even louder here? Stop! Why did the music literally change, by the way? We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Go for that. I see paints, inks and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now. So let's not. But why not? It's good fun. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow up on a horse. Are we just looking at pictures here? Okay, we'll do that one. We'll do the rest first, actually. Oh, that's actually all. Oh, we can only look at pictures? I was gonna say, there must be more. There must be more. Pack the lock. That would have been silent. A chandelier? You should get one of those for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury, especially since someone stole my wallet. Just saying. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder. Symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps. Looks more like a stepladder to me. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. Why not? A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. How do you even know that? Now this is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle. He once had an uncle who once fell... Okay, the dialogue writing could use some work, but... Fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got... He got demoted. I'm just sad at this point. I do want to beat the Sparrow. Just beat the Sparrowson. At this point, he needs it. He needs it. Ugh. Terrible! I cannot even deny that. No, Chief, you would beat the Sparrowson. That's what you need. Select an area to examine, so someone can make a pun again. Probably Sparrowson. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, it's a black smudge, Falcon. Close enough, though. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. Oh, that reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings. That's cool, lawyers. It's okay. A recently passed amendment allows for a proportionate amounts of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence. I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials. That's how it works in TV shows, right? Exactly. It sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrowson. This is a picture of a fence. Oh, so I like my bed then. It's a fancy No, Sparrowson, shut the hell up. It leaves the viewer. No. Just beat the Sparrowson. Can someone just beat him already? There are more puns in this one game than we've ever had in an entire stream and chat, and that is actually an achievement. Just how did they just make this game? Did they just make it to make puns? Like they were like, guys, I want to tell the world about my puns, but how will we do that? Because they're all really, really bad. And someone goes, I know, we'll put them in a video game. People play those, right? They'll have to sit through it. And then they made the Sparrowson. They made the Sparrowson. That's how it happened. Oh, a picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Oh, no puns on that. What's that? Hey, Falcon, look. What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. Oh, wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid. Dame Cataline. I think that's Senor Portois. Catalin's father. Okay, do we see something that's interesting here? Evidence folder? Doesn't look like it. Wait, hold on. Look, is this just me? Is this just me, or are there actual numbers on the clock's plate? Put your screen on full screen and look at the plates, the clock's plate. Because I swear I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 instead of Roman numerals. Like, I could be totally wrong here, but I'm just saying. Is what I'm saying. Is that I'm just saying. Right? There's numbers. So what's up with that? So what shall we do? Do we just take this? Well, I already know about it. Well, thanks for the raise up, Weiss. You want to see a falcon punch? You want to see a sparrow punch at this point. I don't know, we should take it. This is evidence. Oh, thanks for the raise up, you. Time flies. Especially when you have a number plate with Roman numerals. Haha! I linked it back to the game. Welcome back, you two. I'm sorry about the puns. I did not ask for this. We've come this far, we may as well borrow it. Evidence. Is there anything else we need to do here? No, I think that's actually all. I don't know, man. Soft sound doesn't know what it wants. Okay, I think that's all. I think we got everything. Run! You're an acorn. You've evolved! I really can barely read that. That lion needs to account for himself. Damn right he does. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. And we didn't even get caught. Oh, we did get caught. Never mind. Uh-oh. Oh, mon Dieu. What happened to my door? We are truth seekers. Well, Monsieur Robinho, it's like this. You see, we are attorneys who have been hired for the purpose of... What the hell? Raven! Raven did it! We saw the whole thing! What are you doing, Sparrowson? I've got this. I'm not going to jail because your conscience is acting up. Nobody's going to jail. Just take it easy. Damn ravens. They're always after our shiny objects, am I right? Yeah. That's right. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. The hell? I mean, everything is awful. Hold on. Let's go back anyway. See what happens. We literally can't go back. We can't go back to places we've already visited. In one day, it's yeah, in one day, because he said 3 days. In one day, or in 3 days, he should get the photo. Interesting. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble porticio of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grand. What if they hid the murder weapon behind the plate? Ooh. Are you nervous, Falcon? Nope. Nope, we've got this case in a bag. Look at my feathers. See? Totally unruffled. Wow, well at least one of us is feeling confident. Hello, I am confident. Monsieur Falcon, petit Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do? No, got a handle on things. You say that. Hey, Olikov. Yeah, cheap indeed. I mean, also cat-brained, somewhat. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. Oh, that's wonderful. I just know you two would pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. Oh, right, he had a way ruder tone. No, she's holding like one of those furs that you can hold. It's fur and it's like round and you could put your hands in it and it keeps them warm in winter. Yeah, it's not her belly. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Okay, a muff. That's what it's called. There we go. Oh, are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. We're not ready. Can I even say these things? Can I even say what I think? Objection! No, never mind. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Remington present. The ready as prosecution, Your Honor. No, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? Oh, thanks for the race up, Murdoch. Life indeed. That gets you sick. That gets you squirrel tail. Welcome back to the trial of the century. No, he was scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? Oh, you can already guess, can't you? I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Are the jury all present? Interesting assortment. All present and accounted for, Your Honor. I just have to yell objection a lot and I'll win. Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8? Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assistors? The associate judges. I don't know what that means. Everything seems to be order. I think you mean in order, sir. Sorry, I don't mean to hold the court in contempt, but I'm just saying. So let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volerty, to the witness stand. Inspector Volerty, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Wow, he looks grisly. As you will, Your Honor. I feel like he sounds like a pirate. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I mean, he does have an eye patch, so, you know. My camera moved slightly. Oh, seriously? Sorry about that. I mean, oh, is that? Turtle, I didn't even realize that was your pun. Or that it was a pun in that sense. Monsieur, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Justy Volati. I'm a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. See, he's a pirate. He's totally a pirate. The old guy in Shadow of Innsmouth. Maybe he's also drunk. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. Haven't you done that already, then? That means you kind of suck at your job. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead, we're stuck with the lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival? Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by— okay, this is hurting my voice like a lot— by the housemaid of Baron Rogel. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. But bloody paws? Nobody told me that detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course, I know this. How does he even know what time if the clock didn't work? I might need to get a second bottle of water, not gonna lie. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Okay. What are we doing with that? Cross-examine a witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question. Okay. We were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid. The scene of crime. I don't know. I feel like she would have told us that. Right? Let's press on that. Do we have anything interesting on that, to be honest? What would make sense? What would make sense here? We don't know much else about her, so I don't know. Let's ask about the paws. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. How much blood was there? How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector? Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtier hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood under the suspect nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth. Her mouth? How vile! Really, though? Would she... See, I don't believe this. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Because I was thinking the same thing. Blood? Like this, that's not the... I don't believe that is actually the frog's blood. And they didn't have... Because they didn't have silverware, right? I feel like that makes sense. Do you have another question about the blood? Yeah, yes. But I can't... I guess whose blood was it? Vargas, you are like 7 years too late with that comment. Like 20 years too late. What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure? I object! This line of questioning is absurd! There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge! Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions! I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than... I do, though! Okay, now I think I can tell her that. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time wasting. Falcon, if the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from? The stake? Okay. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak! This, because I'm also Ace Attorney. Is this true, Monsieur Revington? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the, menu. Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well... Oh, wait, don't, answer that, Inspector. It is a possibility. No! Yes! Intriguing, pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. What did I? So, Inspector Volerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette. No, because they didn't have any silverware. I know what you're going to say, but they didn't have any silverware. And, perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. Dun, dun, dun! Beat the Revington! Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen. And I can't yell objection with that still. So, stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogel residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogel approached us about this very subject last night. Innocent perhaps? What a twist! It's a super plotty plot, isn't it? You gained a little favour with the jury. What is the meaning of all this bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. And then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Burn! Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. He's the poor guy. Fine, so be it. That's yours until next time. Bye. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robinho, the, photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder. Monsieur Robinho, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Wait, hold on. If I actually used a photograph as evidence in this case right now, then he would know that I'd stolen it. Zero epic. It's really hard to get voice work. Otherwise, I would have definitely already jumped into it. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? Oh, as if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste to any people. I don't know if I said that right. I probably didn't. You may have seen my works in hip magazines, Le Branchet or Sechouette. I can send you your tweets if you like. There it is. There's Twitter. There you go. What on earth is a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very, impressive, Monsieur Robinho, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us your, activities were on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Rogel to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, I pointed my camera, and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogel and left. Like a true artist. And, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourself. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. Oh, okay, so we get another one here, so it's totally fine. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? Oh, so let's see. Who do we have here? That's not a copy. Unless you made two. Which, that would be weird, I don't think so. That's weird. In the middle we see Baron Rogel, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, oh, this incriminates the lion even more if he puts himself in the picture, doesn't it? A white rabbit, no less. That's such a magician's trick. On the left we see Seigneur Potois de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Catiline. And finally we see the housemaid, Coulin du Haut, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Cranway, and the second is the defendant, Dame Catiline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? I wouldn't. Just a moment, Monsieur Remington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photograph subject, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. See, this is already wrong. This date, like, even if it didn't have the numbers, then it would still have, like, no hands. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Volerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Catiline herself. Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we borrowed from Robinho's studio, in like so many ways as well. I see it too. Our photograph shows Coulin du Haut, Dame Cataline, and Seigneur Pertois. This also means that I am definitely sure that she didn't do it. Like, the cat didn't do it. Given everything else looks exactly like the picture, does that mean that this game was made by Robinho? Oh. I mean, Robinho would have to have changed the picture. Like, has to. Right? Yeah. But Monsieur Robinho's photograph shows Baron Morgel where Dame Cataline should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way. You should just slam that evidence down. Be like, bam, inconsistency. This whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed. I can't do that. Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words. No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Robinho would ask how he acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. In a worst-case scenario, I could lose my legal license, and we would be arrested for theft. Okay, so if Robinho is in on the crime, that means that he doctored the picture. And if he's not, which would be weird, then the picture he had in his apartment would be doctored instead. But that wouldn't make sense. Why would he just put that there? That doesn't make any sense. So it has to be this one who's doctored. So it has to be Robinho who's in on this. And I think he was paid off because apparently he only cares about money. So I think he was paid off by the lion. And I'm still going to say the lion did it. In a worst case scenario, I could lose my legal license and we would be arrested for theft. Ah, well, we don't want that. No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. Defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Actually, select a statement to question. Well, this is impossible. I mean, the time is impossible. Can I... Okay, I guess if we click the photograph, that one would be enough, right? Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Yeah, because the numbers don't make sense. And, like, the plates doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. Okay, I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. I mean, if both pictures have that... Okay, hold on, because right, both pictures have... I can't even look at it closer. Both pictures have the numbers and the hands. Whereas when we visited, it was this, and someone said, oh, the hands have always been missing. I think that that was a lie. So then the housemaid would have lied. Because then this plate was actually put there after the crime to conceal what exactly? That is the question. Apparently not, Energizer. That is the most curious, because I see a mistake. Mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Click on the area of the photograph that you believe contains a mistake. Yeah, I could do that, but I won't. It's the clock. I have not, Pizza. I've never even heard of it. The clock in this photograph, there's something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rubbington. I have evidence that there is something wrong with the clock in that picture. Dun, dun, dun. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6. And that much is self-evidence. Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Cremiere has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogel or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy? Oh, gotcha now. I don't know, there must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. He paints everything, doesn't he? He paints it. He doesn't take a picture, he paints it. I bet he paints it. An error precisely where the clock's hands should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph. Edited? I am no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph, just to simplify the editing process. He was pretty specific about it. Vulcan, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi. Ooh, ... Oh. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting, and why? Why not himself? Was Monsieur Robinho coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho. Fine, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. Oh, my dear. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered by whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. Okay, so he says claws, so you might think immediately that it's a lion. I still think it's the lion, but claws are also bird claws, so... Photoshop. It's a Photoshop job. His claws, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Good day. Beat the lion. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. Oh, I'm so convincing. So the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of murder. That's significant. Don't be dense, Monsieur Robington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Oh, well, why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Patois de Miao, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks some means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Patois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rogel deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? I don't know, whenever someone anywhere in any story is beloved and honest, they're usually not. Beat the lion. So close. Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Monsieur Abington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, mayhaps I should offer my opinion. Oh, there he is. But Baron, it's not a time for your witness testimony yet. So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. I swear it's a line. It has to be. Incompetence? Indeed, let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? He's a scary guy. Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good, and I trust that the defense has no objections. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Oh, okay. Baron Rogil, the night of the initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Seigneur Patois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there. I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well then, hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rogel, am an honest man. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Okay, well, I don't know. This one's actually quite hard. What do we have on this guy? Let's see. Request for aid. A red herring. All we have is this. Like, this is the only thing we have. And what could we possibly have to talk about in this case? Talk about the dinner? No, we don't have anything on the dinner. The dinner did go magnificently, I guess. But hold on. Didn't they have like a... Oh, the cat told us this. And I believe the cat now. Because, you know, obviously someone's trying to incriminate her. The cat told us that they were having a talk or something with like business companions or whatever. For red herrings and blonde. That kind of tells me what's going on. Yeah, I know, but like, how can we link his thing to what he's saying? Like, does the garden lead to that? Because if I waste their time, then they'll get upset with me. So, I mean, I guess I believe the housemaid. I think the best thing we can ask about is the garden still. So we should ask about the garden. Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. What's with all the horses? When was the last time you visited it? Baron Rogel, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Ah! Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently. A boulder dash, my word is gold! Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I have been in my garden. Oh, there's this. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred! Ooh, objection! Can we call this a falcon punch? A cigar, but that could belong to anybody. And prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself. Oh, okay, sorry, Baron. Oh, this guy. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. This guy is so full of it! Come on! But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. No, because we had to go all the way in. You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I wouldn't find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but as it happens, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience, and a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can think of one. That is that you, Baron Rogel, deliberately hid your cigarette butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? I don't know, murdering a frog? You want me to spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rogel, murdered Monsieur Granway. That is what you are trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen. That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motives, or opportunity. No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Rubbington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rogel as the prime subject. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog's belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself, photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! He can't. He's not actually a good prosecutor at all. Oh, you are pitiful! Useless! After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. Ooh. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it, so out of desperation he threw it into this fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Patois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. This is actually hurting my voice. No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder! I feel like this is going places. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind! How dare you, garçon! The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous! I am nothing like the fat cat bourgeois! I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist! No, you are a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. Dear Lord, are you? Please be done yelling. You incredulous whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like the frog you gutted before? Like a damn frog! Ha ha! ... Yeah, could someone please restrain the Baron? Right. I think I was right. I'm on it, Yana. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw! I can walk myself. Of course you can. Feeling a bit more. Oh, dear Lord. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in a manner of, speaking, to be honest, no. I might go and grab a cup of tea after this trial, I'm not gonna lie. What a twist! And then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Huh. On a hell of a falcon punch. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Oh, thank you. I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Miss Barrison, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. Oh yeah, money. Mostly. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I mean, the guy basically said he was guilty. He basically said, yeah, I done it. Right? I'm not sure that I understand the difference. I do. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao, to be not guilty. Obviously. We did it! We done it! Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrow's son, you did it! Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. We should. Maybe get my wallet back. You did it, Falcon! I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. Okay. Oh, you were amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it was nothing. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. The Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case. Can we beat the Sparrowson after he got us the drinks? Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I spell it out for you. She killed him! She totally killed him. Wow! Excuse me? She actually murdered? I saw him in the garden all drunk and vulnerable and I seized my opportunity. Excuse you, what? It was nothing personal, just business, you understand? What a twist! What a twist! Business? To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rogel's cigar butt hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest. Are we gonna have to now prove that she did it after all and free the lion? Holy crap! But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Genway in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Rogel and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. ... Holy dot. Like, this is... But the thing is, we could not have predicted this. There is actually nothing that points towards this at all. Like, at all. So rude. ... indeed. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoise kitty like me. I think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrowson. I hate you. I hate you. If Sparrowson would have been... it's probably your fault. Falcon, what do we do now? ... indeed. ... indeed, Falcon. Now we cry about it. Well, obviously, we are going to continue. We have to get the real killer in there. Well, that's literally just like the next day, right? Oh, that's for another story. Let us be reasonable, senors. I'm sure that this is a simple misunderstanding. He's supposed to be Spanish, I think? There's no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Another dead person. Another dead person. A fox amongst wolves. We'll skip through the entire game again once we're done and get the real killers convicted by screwing up everything. Just do like that. I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. ... But now it's midday on Monday and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. I should go look for him. How much did I get? 40 francs! That's it! That's nothing! Wow. I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. You work for him and you don't even know where he lives. Okay. I'll just have to find him the hard way. The hard way? Just going anywhere. Where would he be? Oh, they're gonna be super mad with me. Somehow. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Duhot. Yeah, she's super mad now. Down here. Oh, there you are. It's Barrison, right? That's right. I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can put up the best facade. Yeah, I suppose so. Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night. Oh, you've seen him? Yes, he was brooding in the corner of Le Canard Joyeux. I think it means happy. The happy canary? In the Happy Canary, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. Le Canard Joyeux? That's the dingy student bar in Rougon, right? It's not dingy, just a little rustic. In any case, that's an enormous help. Thanks, mademoiselle. Anytime, Spurson. Well, it's nothing. It's pretty nothing. Well, let's go to the Happy Canary. In that case, go find our friend. What are you? Are you a dodo? I feel like I know what you are. Maybe we'll get a hint of the pun name. Spurson steps through the doors of Le Canard Joyeux, the dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco. Cannelle. Well, ruffle my feathers if it isn't little Sparrowson. I haven't seen you in years. How are you doing, hon? I'm feeling pretty good, Madame Cannelle. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon. Falcon? That sorry slump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering to himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madame Cannelle. It's no problem, hun. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs. Oh, thanks for the follow, Maximilian Pegasus. Close enough, right? It seems like a dodo. Oh well, what's in the card room, though? Well, I guess we can do both. No sign of him. Upstairs, then? Oh, mon Dieu! I almost stepped on the big fellow! Falcon? What are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Falcon? As long as it doesn't take all my money again. Wow, the bird's completely out cold. Must have drunk this blazer dry. Let's see, how do you wake a drunk person? Oh yeah, we pour a drink on his head. Oh, I guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey wakey! This game is birds who are also lawyers. We are lawyer birds. No, that's not a joke. It's about 250 euros. Wow, then they stole a ton of money from me? Then, okay, seriously. The fact that the sparrow... I swear to... The Sparrowson literally said, in that case, right? Oh, it's fine. They stole 125 euros, but I'm sure they needed more than you. Let it go. Really? Oh, hey, Velka. Wait, but you don't use francs anymore, right? We should beat the Sparrowson. Honestly. Do something else. Ah, good, you're up. ... Are you with us, Falcon? Yeah. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the aviary office so we can get some work done. ... I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh? I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures, I found all the evidence, I presented the case beautifully. And yet a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? We need to try harder. Maybe we need to try harder? Try harder! I don't know if we messed up or if the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers, I suppose. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess-ups from happening again. ... Indeed. Sorry, Falcon, I don't have the answers, but what I do have is freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. Croissants? Yep, they're waiting for you back at the aviary. Now I want croissants. Actually, I still have a croissant downstairs. I think I'll eat a croissant after the stream. I'm sitting here, moping about justice, and you offer me croissant. Well, it's not just croissant. I got some pain au chocolat too. Chocolate bread! I don't have that. I could go for pain au chocolat. Fantastic! Let's make a move for chocolate bread. Squeak, squeak. Guilty people getting free is kind of the fault of the prosecution. It is, though, isn't it? Right, I admit it. These croissants are amazing. I told you, Pierre's Boulangerie en Rue de Verde is something else. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pain au chocolat in America? They don't call them pain au chocolat. Nope. Pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants. Oh, hello there. Hello? Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? Oh, I think they're still called profiteroles, but rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. That sounds very tasty right about now. Simply outstanding. Is this the Aviary Attorney? Can I speak to someone, please? What do they call crepes? Excuse me! Did you just hear something, Spurson? Down here! Oh, he's literally called Mousy. He's actually called Mousy. You really think that's what they're referencing? We're still gonna find those. Besides, if this plays out like Pulp Fiction, then we're in for a wild ride. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, what can I do for you, little one? Oh, gosh, where to start? Your name, perhaps? Mousy. My name is Mousy. And what can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy? I have this friend, and he has fallen under some legal turbulence. Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested? Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. That's quite a problem. I know, but I forgot to mention he's the Prince of Spain. The Prince of Spain? And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start? I forgot. I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more... not terribleness? Eh? No, don't beat the Mousy! Beat the Sparrowson, he's already there. Expertise. Oh, the prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your reputation as a lawyer was renowned. Really? The prince said that? This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain. Is he actually the Prince of Spain, though? Let's be honest. He could also very well not be the Prince of Spain. Meh. Meh. Meh? Meh. Meh. Look, Falcon, I know you're still upset about Dame Cataline's trial, but more moping isn't going to help. The best thing you could do right now would be to occupy yourself with some meaningful work. This case will scratch that itch perfectly. Meh. I'm not going to hear it. Grab your things. We're doing this case if I have to drag you by the sleeve. All right. No need to bird handle me. Meh. Phoenix Wright is still my favorite bird base. Technically, that is correct. I should also... I mean, I don't know how you all feel about Ace Attorney. I really like the Ace Attorney games. So, if you don't all hate Ace Attorney, then I might play some Ace Attorney on stream someday. That is very dark. No more dilly-dallying, let's go. Good luck to you, messieurs. You aren't coming with us, Mousy? I have other matters to attend to. But Prince Juan is being held in the conciergerie. I'm sure he will fill in all the details. Right, let's make a move then. Let's make a move. Okay, well that's the only place we can go again now. The final ones at all. I stopped playing them I think I got a 3DS, and like the era right before that, or like right before that, halfway there, I stopped. I did, for some reason, did the same thing with Professor Layton. I haven't played Professor Layton since the original DS sagas as well. And, you know, partially, that's because when I bought my last Layton game, it was in Dutch and you couldn't actually change the language. And it was super grating, because it has voice acting and everything. Good day, monsieur. It's you two again. Hi, nice work on Lady Kitten's trial. Baron Rogel's pacing around a cell right now, ranting about wringing your neck. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's super mad. But hey, criminal's a criminal, right? The lion didn't want a death sentence, he probably shouldn't have killed the guy. Oh, you're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious. We're actually here to see Prince Juan Querido, heir to the throne of Spain. Ah, the mouthy fox, huh? The guy's driving me nuts with his senores and his flamboyant attitude. So the sooner he hangs, the better. Meh. Meh. Well, reading games certainly do make me talk a lot. Well, come on then, while we're young. I don't know why he's very, very British, but okay. The Prince of Spain, I presume. Puss in Boots? Indeed, I am Juan Querido, heir to the throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon. Well, I wouldn't say legendary. I wouldn't even say notable. Such humility, I would expect nothing less from renowned individuals such as yourselves. But let us get down to business. I trust that my compañero Mousy explained the situation. He told us that... Oh, that's not him anymore. Beat the... You guys all just want to beat the Sparrowson all the time. He's not even that bad now. He actually dragged me out of the pub. I believe he's a fox. He told us that you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation. Of course. What is it that you wanted to know? Well, everything actually. Why are you in Paris? Why did you come to Paris, Prince Juan? I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you are familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders, I apologize for like the accents I'm doing for this guy, by the way, because I have no idea how to do a Spanish accent. That aside. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing, it's chaos, and the people are suffering. So I thought if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I can strengthen my family's name. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, is my favorite avian lawman. You know, we have gone without a pun for a while now, so just saying. Oh, just no, we just the one, just the Sparrowson, no one else. Well, maybe the lion a little bit. With the Querido dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation. Well, I guess that plan's gone out the window. Sparrowson, don't be rude. No, he is right. I failed terribly. Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust has settled, you will have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission. Thank you, Senor Falcon. I am sure you will do your best. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? I feel like he was actually here to steal something. Yeah, the music it keeps getting louder and louder every time. I've already put it down several times. There. Better? Why not beat everyone? Well, not everyone deserves to be beaten. But to be honest, Prince Juan, I'm a little confused as to how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Super niet stelen. Is geen wezel. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder? Of course. Let me see where to begin. It was a cold and misty morning of the 6th of January. I had heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais. That's what he was there to steal. Palais du Louvre, and I wished to meet the man himself. So after a brief stroll and picnic in Tuileries Garden, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's Grand Galleria. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue. Romantic. But before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard and a dog by the name of Major Howl. Ouch! Cried Major Howl. I have pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the Major slumped to the floor. His face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died. He died straight away after being pricked. Straight away, senor. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast. And nor do I, Senor Falcon. But clearly the police felt that poison upon the Rosa's thorns was the only logical explanation. I know, I don't, accents, man, what the hell? And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So, he's also almost Spanish or French. So where did this rose come from? I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les Halles markets, a girl by the name of Catherine Marie Signe. But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senor Falcon? Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poison rose. Yeah, that would be evidence, wouldn't it? Did you want to ask something else, Senor Falcon? I'm actually going to grab a cup of tea because my voice is just, it's gone. I have no more voice. And I'm still going to be here for an hour, so I gotta get some tea. Don't worry, I'll overtime just a little bit. I know, this fox is too suave. Anyway, yeah, I shall... Where's my I'm be right back? Do I still have that? I don't. How rude. Well, I'll be right back. In a minute. Okay, chair stream is over. I also had some chocolate. Yeah, that's right. I had some chocolate. It was tasty. Okie dokie. Oh, you started doing puns while I was away. I should not be surprised. It's creepy that the characters keep blinking. Oh yeah. Pretty unflinching though. Anyway, tea in hand. Much like bottle, my chair was full of empty. It tries though. It tries so hard. It's actually super squeaky. You can probably hear it squeak every so often when I'm just lightly moving. Chocolate gone. What were you reading? Wait, why are we asking that question? What a strange question. What were you reading before we so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book, it's a Spanish classic, Don Quixote of La Mancha. Okay, I thought Don Quixote was French. I don't know why. Do you know it? Readings for squares! I've heard of it, I guess. I've heard of it. It's about the knight who jousts windmills, right? That's one part of the story, yes. The hero is a virtuous but elderly knight by the name of Don Quixote. Quixote? Quixote. It can't be Quixote. I'm saying that wrong. Coyote. Quixote. Don Quixote? Was that one close enough? Okay, I'll go with Quixote, but if that's wrong, you know what to do. Okay. In the chapter you mentioned, he takes up arms against an army of giants who are terrorizing a town. Quixote's partner, Sancho, warns him that the giants are just windmills, and their flailing arms are just sails twirling in the wind. I always liked how they actually put this in The Witcher as well. But Quixote doesn't listen. He takes up his lance, gets on his horse, and charges anyway. Sounds more like Don Quixote. Am I right, Falcon? Am I right? Nudge, nudge, know what I mean? Backseat gaming. Perhaps he has done Senor Sparrowson, but many of us spend our whole lives jousting imaginary giants. That's so deep. Speak for yourself, Juan. I've never been jousting, let alone seen a giant. I think we're getting off track here. Beat the Sparrowson. Indeed. I'll tell you what, Senor Falcon. I'll lend you my copy of this book. Maybe you'll have time to give it a read at some point. Maybe I will. Thank you. Holy crap. El ingenioso hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha. That is, I said all of that wrong. Was there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that's everything, thank you. What's the plan, Big Bird? Big Bird. Well, we have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime, the Palais de Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. And we should interview the flower girl in Les Halles market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poison rose. 2 tasks spread over 6 days. This almost sounds too easy. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senors. Oh dear. I didn't even notice that it was a pun until it was already said. Nice. Wait a minute, Falcon. What is it? Did something seem off about Prince Juan to you? He did seem off. We already established this. You picked up on it too. It's like the fox was hiding something. It sounds like we're on the same page. Oh, look, if this is bothering you, then we could always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty secret. If he actually has anything to hide, that is. Yeah, let's dig up the dirt. Oh, we've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson. Priorities indeed. believe no one actually brought up the fact that the clock had Roman numerals, actually. I'm just saying. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay. We're not going there yet. We can go to the Congerie and Palace of Justice. Well, that does not take time, so we might as well. A little early, aren't we? Just scoping the place out. Come on, Falcon, we've got investigating to do. Yes, okay, if you can... I mean, you can go places immediately, but you can't do anything there, so that's really... No, it's kind of pointless. Let's first go to the Canard of the Joyous and all that. Actually, no, we'll go to the palace first, and then go to the Happy Canary, and we'll ask about the fox there. Is that an idea? That's an idea. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way to the palace, the Place du Carrousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. And that's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. I said that so Dutch, it's unreal. What? No way. Where are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Well, he did lose. Cocorico. Well, I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant voice. Good day, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine. Severin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. He's probably gonna be the one that I have to beat this time. Oh, are you two old school friends or something? More like arch rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you was still able to get clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I am currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. The Prince of Spain, Juan Querido? Well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct, I am the prosecutor for the very same case. I am very surprised. Cocky. Yeah, they missed the opportunity there. It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me a bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Well, you started it. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm offering your clue. A witty saying proves nothing. It doesn't. A witty saying proves nothing. Voltaire. Oh! Falcon punch! Very good, JJ. A worthy riposte. I don't know, they're technically all bird brains. But enough talk, if you messieurs would excuse me. I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said? You know, that he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire's quotes. See, this is why he didn't really mind the other pickpockets, because he's one too. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds that you don't ever notice us small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Still pretty illegal too, but also pretty impressive. Let's take a closer look. I see. This map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to the Rue de Louvre. Most convenient. We're currently standing here in the Place du Carrousel. What does that tell me? And those pendant arrows seems to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went, there? Here. Through the Salle du Tibre. And then here into the Grand Gallery where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning into Tilliers Gardens? That's right, so that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? Let's go to the gardens first. That's where he was waiting, so. But the Sparrowson did something good this time. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries Gardens. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree line. That's the photographer. Hey, Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar? Yep. Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? This guy. Robicho Robinho. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you, the lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. Actually, I did. I appreciated every single one of them when I broke into your office. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me, an esteemed photographer, community service. Me! Yeah, I can believe that. Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful that you got off without jail time. You sound just like that self-righteous Judge Maxime. So did you two want to ask me something, or are you just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, Monsieur Robinho. Have you met Prince Juan? I don't suppose you've bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. If this is about that assassination attempt on the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Was there anything else you wanted? Yes. Also, can we disprove that? So how's that new groundskeeping job working out? Terrible. Tourists are pigs, sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I've found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. Beer bottles, tin cans, and apple cores. Is that important somehow? Can we ever remember that? Oh, is this already everyone we're gonna meet? I guess there's 4 chapters. And look what I picked up this by the west entrance. Translations. A book page. Oh, thanks for the race, Vegas. Welcome back. 9 months ago already. Always lurking as well. You're just like Seer. You lurkers. A whole book I could understand with a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just 1 page? Wait a moment. May I take a closer look at that, monsieur? You may. Don Quixote. Sorry, Quixote. That's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur? Sure. What's it worth to you? What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless. And then I suppose I'll be destroying it as per my duties. All right. I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... I'll speak with Judge Maxime. I'll put in a good word and might be able to get your sentence reduced. Really? You'll do that for me? Thank you, monsieur. I would really appreciate that. Here, take the page. Okay. Page 44. I do actually have to remember talking to Maxime now. Did you want to ask something else? Nope, that was all. That's all. We'll let you get back to your work, Monsieur Robinho. Where is it? That's all it says. So what does page... Can we not read it? Is there something interesting on there? Interesting. Let's go and check the Salle du Tibre. So this is the Salle du Tibre. If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. You are right. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anybody around to interrogate. Maybe they don't like art. Interview. Right, interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-toothed comb. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Valerti didn't even think to check this room for clues. And there might be a murder weapon just under our peaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. Never can. Plus, you get to look at art. A fun code name. Yep, everyone's thinking this. A shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water, or for cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. It smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. You poor thing, you're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office? Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. He does like his food, so we should believe him. Literally beat this. Oh my god, we actually made this a new thing now. When you go to, yeah, okay. That's now called Beat the Sparrowson. I'm telling you, there's something in there. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit. That's definitely a no-no. Hey, touch the exhibit. See? Look what I found in the urn. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. Pure chocolate, though. Nice. No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa, Belgian in origin. This guy really knows his food. The level of wrapper crumbling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicates that this was discarded just a few days ago. Yes, I am certain. The chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder. Well, gee, Sparrowson, you deduced all that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mary DS. You were already following me on Twitter, weren't you? Pretty sure that was you. Includes ducks and duck buns. There should be more ducks. You're gonna beat the Sparrowson, Core? Yes, blood, I know that. That wouldn't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you would be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. So, do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? And that might help us track down the person who consumed it. Now, there's no possible way we could know that. I suppose we will just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for a comparison. What a chore. Right, what a chore. Oh, the chocolate. Holy chocolate. Yes, we have, Stanch. Yes, we have. Interesting, because I can see Lander Hagelslag. I'm just going to call it Hagelslag. Lander Hagelslag's Chocolate Emporium, written on the wrapper. I can't read that. I read Bristol Blondin, though. Or Bristol A. London. Jerry and Sons? Fries and Sons? G.S. Fry and Sons is what I'm reading, but none of that. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying. Hey, Sandy. How you doing? How have you been? Long time. Don't say it too loudly. We all know what you mean. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they're worth? I don't know. 300 francs apiece, at least. What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber. Actually, that's a really bad idea, because when you rob a museum of a very well-known art piece, it's super hard to actually sell because people will recognize it as being stolen, so just saying. Oh, well, that's one way to get rich quick. How much do I yeah. I didn't even spend any of it. What am I looking at there? The pillar. You finished streaming for the first time in months? Hold on. Actually, no, I can find you after that. I didn't even know you streamed at all. Well, I guess if it's for the first time in months, that makes a lot of sense. A supporting column. It's holding the roof up. If the column were truly supportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. I swear to God. Yes, sigh indeed. well, 2 to 3 viewers is still more than most people starting out streaming, so A. You gotta have a buyer before you do the job. Exactly. Gilgal knows. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of stand or podium? Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. I can't trust you. You are the Sparrowson. You are very untrustworthy. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is Ionic. It's not Ionic, Falcon. Iony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. Are they gonna make like a link with words that don't mean what they say it means? Cause oh, haha, Tust. Haha. That's not... Never mind. Oh, he's not even firing back at it. Come on. Select an area to examine that you haven't actually checked yet for chocolate wrappers. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact, gifted to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123. How do you know all this? Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. All right, you got me. Well, he was very convincing. He was very convincing, can I just say. Oh, you're welcome, Zanny. You don't have to give me bits for that. I think streaming is fun. And if you think streaming is fun too, you should all have at it. Drink some tea while you're at it. Alright, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know. What if it is? Then you'd be pretty on the nose, wouldn't you? Was that all? Was that everything we could check? I feel like there's only really one piece of evidence hidden every time in each of these, and we already found it on our first go. We're done here, for now at least. Can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose, so where to next? Actually, that's a lot of fun. Now we will go to the Grand Gallery. Bring the kitty with you. Worth it. There we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting. The new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one's a new one? I haven't the foggiest. There's a porcupine behind you and it looks kind of dangerous. We will have to ask someone. Eric Pork, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers. I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Why are you so flustered, Eric? Tell me. Mesopotamia kind of didn't exist at the time. Please, that's why he didn't know anything about it. Hi. Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January, the one the king came to visit? Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. I feel like I've seen this. Also, is that an emperor penguin? Because that's super on the nose. I feel like I've seen this before. I don't know why. Sorry. Won't say the name too much. Ah, I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but I don't care for it. But it's a penguin. It's a penguin, so it's a masterpiece. I think the porcupine is an... what are you? I think he makes fake art. I think he's an art impersonator. Okay. Call him that. Look, a king can be an emperor too. He just has to try really hard. Did I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, of course I did. Oof, I'm dumb. It's a magnificent painting of our beloved king. It's a masterpiece. Ah, really? You must be looking at different paintings, because all I'm seeing is a penguin in a fancy dress. I'm getting the impression that you messieurs aren't regulars at art galleries. No, we're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never been to the Middle East. What a god. Well, then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt? That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw. I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's that? What's this? R&M Associates. The home of Rena Vulpes, private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these grey area of the law types. No, please give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he can do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Haven't I? R&M. Also sounds familiar. Look, maybe it's one of those kings that's like, hey, I have all the power now, and I say it's now law that I'm also an emperor, and then he just made it so. That Penguin. Hey, Jaina. What's up? Still frigid? Thank you for your time, monsieur. Is there anything else we can do here? Oh, ideally, we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside down in our hunt for evidence, but that's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room. Why would you do that, though? I mean, we've already been... Haven't we already been everywhere now? Except for, well, we started there. Are we all done, yeah? Yep. Let's go. Or make a move. Good call. We can always come back later. Well, we are very thorough, so we don't forget things. Immediately we go to sleep. Oh, dear Lord. There's so much stuff here instead. Let's go here. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here first. We got 6 days to do this. Hey, Dreadlords are also frigid. It counts. Ready, Falcon? I thought you were done with your mopey drinking. I'm not here to drink, Sparrowson, or mope, for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. If we wish to get to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions. Ah, that's pretty good thinking. Ah, you two are back. Are you feeling any better, Falcon? Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Cannelle. That's great to hear, hun. Will it be the usual? No, I'm back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp. You wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently? A Prince of Spain? I don't know if you've noticed, hun, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. Unlucky to serve the occasional bourgeois, you can forget about seeing a member of royalty. That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons. Feel free. The old regulars Rufus and Powell are playing cards in the attic, the same as always. But we get all sorts of colourful characters in the drinking room. I bet if you rattled enough cages, you would find someone who knows whatever it is you want to know. Thank you, madame. Let's see where to start. Well, we'll start in the card room with the regulars. They might already know more than we do. Come on, pal. Just one more game of Jacques Noir. Blackjack? That's totally blackjack. Ah, so he's totally an emperor in that case. So he's yeah, he's totally both. Well, you know, I've met plenty, Jaina. I've met plenty. Absolutely not. My wallet is hurting enough as it is. Please, we will let you deal this time. The answer is no, Rufus. If you want to play cards, you will have to ask someone else. Is this a joke on the whole painting of the dogs playing cards? Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Would you care to play some Jacques Noir? Not today. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Oh, come on, sir. Do you have time for one quick game? No, thank you. I don't actually have that kind of cash. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Oh, no, thank you. Maybe later. Understand? See you around, monsieur. Oh, shit, man. Then you can't even talk. You have to play cards. Ah, the big fellow has returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur? I guess I am. Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur. Very well, then. Do you know how to play? Nope. I have no idea. Nope. I'm only familiar with Sego and Taptarok. Oh, this is much better than those silly games. Let me tell you how it works. I have a deck of cards with values between 1 and 11. I'll deal you one card at a time. If you hit 21, you win. Is that how blackjack works? Okay. I give you 5 francs. 5 francs? That seems a little steep. This is a man's game, monsieur. Only children gamble over a petty sou. Besides, higher stakes make for a more exciting game, right? I suppose so. Oh dear lord, I'm gonna lose all my cash. Okay, well. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, nice! Got him. Well played, monsieur. Here's your payout. Shall we have another round? No, that's fine. No, I think we're done. But why can't we talk to them? We are unable to talk to them, but I did make 5 francs, so we'll call it that. Not quite like Triple Tried. So there I was, in the grasslands, 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. I had been pursuing this set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar, a big stupid boar, completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun, I carefully took aim, and then BAM! You shot it? No, it was the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. Milan went the same way. That's what I thought, but when I went to take a closer look, I noticed the boar was frothing at the mouth. What? It was rabbit? Possible, but I don't think so. I remembered reading something about frothing around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Oh, this could be interesting. Needless to say, I left the dead animal at once. Alone. At once alone. Alone at once. Close enough. I know. No hacking for me today. I mean, you can go quite high, right? Take all of his money. I don't think so, because it's luck, right? So that would never work. Good call. Who wants to deal with tainted meat? Ask about the boar. Because it was poisoned maybe with the same stuff. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, can I help you? You say that the beast you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details? Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid. Well, what do you think caused it? I would guess that it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolf's bane, I think they call it. But really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me. Fair enough. Excuse me, monsieur. What is it, again? I don't suppose you've seen a Juan Querido around here? He's a Spanish royalty. Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senor. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero? Ain't got a clue. Sorry, messieurs, you're barking up the wrong tree. Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family? Do we look like walking encyclopedias or something? Yes. I'm afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty? That sounds like a question to be answered at a library, monsieur, not a tavern. A library? Maybe you're right. Sorry for bothering you, monsieur. Well, then we can leave, right? They both look pretty good. Let's give them some peace. Okay, so we can leave again. We are ready to hit the road. We only have 6 days to do this. I don't know. I gotta make sure I get all my facts straight. But I don't wanna I don't wanna do this wrong again. See, I can't go everywhere anymore at this point, right? I'm gonna go to the library first and check on this family. Here for a little light reading, are we? Not quite, Sparrowson. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice. Don't eat poisoned pork. The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library. Oh, that makes sense. Say, Falcon, I've been meaning to ask, since we're in a library and all, are you a classic literature fan, or do you prefer more modern works? Why is readings for squares always an option? Weirdos. I like the classics, you know, Alain René Lesage, and Tolkien, Crébillon, Feel, that sort of thing. Don't try to act smart. I saw you reading that book of naughty limericks the other day. See, this is why we connect. You didn't think I would notice because you put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew. Would you, messieurs, mind lowering your voices? I can hear you squawking from the other side of the building. My apologies, monsieur. We'll keep it down. Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you? An astute observation, yes, monsieur. As the only quiet person in the library, I am most assuredly the librarian. Well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something. I do. Oh right. I do. All of this, actually. That's a good question, actually, Black. I have no idea. That would be... It's one of those fantasy worlds where there's sentient animals and just regular animals. Weird. You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like. I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecilic question is in the back of your throat. Wow, this guy. Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown of who the contenders are? What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs to every throne in... No, that's wrong. In Europe. Exactly like Fleeter and Goofy. Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories? Very well. Pay attention because I'm not repeating myself. The current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Regnant Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VIII, I think. 7th, sorry. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz, although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim. However, the Queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolin. I hope that answers your question. Did you catch all of that, Sparrowson? Not a word. Monsieur, we're actually interested in a Prince Juan Querido of Spain. I don't think I heard that name in your explanation. A prince? Juan Querido? Is that what you said? Monsieur, I think you've been misinformed. See, I knew there was something off. That's just not a thing. Who's the heir to the Dutch throne? We don't really have a throne, but I guess it would be Amalia, because that was the first daughter. And there is no current Prince of Spain, and I'm not even sure Querido is a real name. It is certainly no line of any Spanish monarchy. How strange. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, one thing is for sure. Our client is not the Prince of Spain. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic, or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Prince Juan directly and get some answers. Right. Are you two quite done chit-chatting? Tell me about Don Quixote. We have royalty, and we do have a king at the moment, but they're not really doing anything in terms of governing the country. They're just sort of there. I borrowed this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it? Willem B? Yeah, people don't really take him that seriously for some reason. Who could have thought? Don Quixote of La Mancha? It's a classic. Everybody has read it. Yeah, everybody. But for those who haven't... I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read. Nor would I expect you to, monsieur, but what can you tell us about the physical book itself? This particular book didn't come from any library, if that's what you're asking. See, there's no library stamp or card. I assume it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway. I see, thank you. So it was also translated, so he might not even be Spanish at all, just in general. Yeah. Did you have any other questions, or can I get back to work? Nope, that was it. Don't worry, monsieur, I think we're done here. Thanks for your time. Then I bid you good day. Bye. Okay, so... Ooh, can we immediately just... No, that actually takes a full day again. See, it only takes a full day when there's something you can do. But we're not doing that yet. We'll go to the Chocolate Imperium first, I think. Yeah, is that a good idea? Let's see. We went to... hold on. Actually, we could also go here and ask. I bet that would cost money, wouldn't it? Oh, right, I'm all out of water. Ooh, customers. Oh! Mousy! Hello? Is this the office of Rena Vulpes? Ah! It's you two! What if he's the fox? What if this guy is the fox, the prince? Mousy, what are you doing here? Oh, this is where I work. See, I'm Renard Mousy. Monsieur Renard Vulpus and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. It's totally him. Although, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Vulpus who chooses which case to take on. I see. Well, then, can we speak with Monsieur Vulpus? Oh, I'm afraid that won't be possible. See, Monsieur Vulpus is on vacation right now. He's visiting his father in England. It's totally him. It's totally him. It has to be. Come on, it's him. England. But he is set to return in a week or two. Maybe you can come back then. That's no good to us. Our case will be over by then. There's nothing to be done about it. I suppose we'll have to come back later. It's 100% him. I'm so sure. Let's go to the Chocolate Imperium first. Welcome. Wait. Did he just say welkom, welkom in, I guess, Belgium? So in Dutch? Welkom. He is actually, I'm gonna say he's actually called Hagelslag. For those of you that don't know, Hagelslag is a Dutch, how do you call it? Broodbeleg. Stuff you put on your bread. Breakfast confectionery? I don't know, you put it on your bread, and it's basically sprinkles of chocolate. You just put sprinkles of chocolate on your bread, and then you eat it. That's what Hagelslag is. And this guy's Hagelslag. Welcome to Londer Hagelslag's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. It's not really a spread, though. I mean, I guess you could call it a spread if you wanted to. You spread the sprinkles. I am Londer Hagelslag, the founder and owner of this establishment, and I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but, well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story, you see. When I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me. What is it? It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop. For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. You gotta beat the Sparrowson. Doesn't Volpe mean fox in Spanish? Yeah, that's like, practically all of their names have something to do with what they are. But, so, I mean, it's not necessarily a giveaway, but, I mean, come on. We already saw it was a fox. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So, are you messieurs here to buy some chocolate? Yes! No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. And business? First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes, that is indeed the trademarked Hagelslag wrapper from... How, though? For genuine Belgian Hagelslag chocolate. This was almost certainly brought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there is something else we wish to ask, Monsieur Hagelslag. How would they know that? How would they know who bought this specific piece of chocolate? Hey, Istrix. Good evening. Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelslag? I'm afraid not, messieurs. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. So your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes, I could probably do, monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about? Well, the fox. Where's the fox? This guy. This guy. Have you ever served Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain? Don't call him the Prince of Spain, because he's clearly not the Prince of Spain. Oh, that's good to hear. Our clue would have turned into a dead end if our own client turned out to be the chocolate fiend. I did once serve a princess from Mali, if that's any help. You see, I met this girl while hiking through the Himalayas. Please stop. Please stop. Let me think. Who to ask about? Okay, well, who else could it be? Mousy, maybe. Have you ever served a tiny mouse named Mousy? No, monsieur. Mice terrify me. Okay, so not them. Maybe, actually, wasn't this the guy? He was killed. What if the chocolate was was poisoned, then it would be this guy, maybe? Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howe? No, monsieur. Are you sure? Yes, monsieur. I've served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing a major here in recent memory. What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead? Not necessarily. It just means that Major Howe didn't buy the chocolate that may have killed him. There's still the possibility that someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead. That's who we want to find. Is he? I did once serve... Oh, shut up. No, I don't want to hear that story. Messieurs, I am growing tired of these endless inquiries. Perhaps you should come back another day. You know, Falcon, it's possible that we just haven't encountered the chocolate fiend yet. Rather than coming back here every day and making aimless guesses, we should wait until we have someone specific in mind. I did have someone specific in mind. You might have a point, Sparrowson. Thank you for your time, Monsieur Harslock. We shall return when our investigation has progressed a little. No. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't have that kind of time. Occasionally, special cinematic scenes marked by an exclamation mark will pop up on the map screen. And these cinematic scenes are only available for one day before disappearing, but they take no time to visit. Their viewing is entirely optional. Well, let's go. Le Loup. What are we going to see here? A storm is brewing, my brother. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can. Ha ha! Gwent references. Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. The proletarians grow confident. The bourgeoisie are cowering. It won't be long before we have rioting. These are wolves, I think. And then a revolution. That's what they want? That seems weird. Okay, well, then we will go to... Yeah, we're gonna go and actually ask the fox about what the hell is going on with him. You again? Visiting hours are over. Come back later. I've no time for your quabbling, Monsieur Standaside. You can't talk to me like that. I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes, you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action. All right, no need to break out the legales on me. I'll go open the cell. You better do that. You may post a funny link. I don't know, I like wolves. Hey, Geralt isn't portrayed as bad. Wow, Falcon, how did you memorize those criminal codes? He didn't. Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson, learn how to bluff. Of course. The raven's always around. I don't know why. It's part of everything. Ah, Senor Falcon, it is so good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope. I don't think he's even Spanish. Confront him politely. Listen, Juan, in order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truths. If you tell me one thing and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, then we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor. Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Querido. Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson, we're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all. See, he's not even Spanish. I knew it. Did you just say monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Querido is not my real name, and I am not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. Wait, what? Why would you want to get arrested? So, what is your real name? What's in a name? It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. I know who he is, though. He's the Volpe guy. Today I am Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow maybe Bruno Reyera, a pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. That didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect that you already know my real name. He's this guy! You are Renard Vulpes, a private investigator. Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. All right. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. You changed your name, Falcon. I didn't know that. This isn't about me, Juan. Renard, Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course, so what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? Well, several million? Sly fox is sly. Why would you want to get arrested? You're putting me in a difficult position, Monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story. I like stories. He's also Spanish. Alright, Black. Have a nice dinner. And a nice day afterwards, too. There was a girl, a mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has a debt these days, monsieur. Indeed, but this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. Oh no. He actually, I don't know, he does look like a falcon. Does he look like a falcon? He looks pretty falcony. He might actually be a hawk. He could be both, I guess. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted, but another man, a gallant knight with foolish archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I am saying, monsieur? Yes, I do, but I don't know who the girl is, though. Well, I don't know if he's an imposter, but I know he changed his name. Maybe he's trying to run away from his past, eh? I understand, monsieur. To be honest, I wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I am glad that you are seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information that you had? The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? He's also not wrong. I'll let you know when I figure it out, monsieur. Dwell on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime? No, that's all. I don't have any more questions for you, Juan. I think we've learned all we can for now. Really? I don't feel like we've learned very much. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? Whether the birds have flown south? What is that? Some sort of code? Something like that, but rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. Only if I can do it without losing a day. Oh, well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day is approaching. Right. Right. But now that there's actually something there, I bet it takes a day to go there. Yep, it does. And we don't have time for that. Falconson. The pair arrives at Les Halles Market, because I think this is the last point we can go to. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Juan said... Why are you still calling him Prince Juan? That's not his name. Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Circna, I think he said her name was. And there's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself. So we should probably act with tact and finesse, or that is the girl. There we go again. Excuse me, mademoiselle, flower lady. We would like a word. Tact, Sparrowson, tact. We've been over this. Like I did with the lion. Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from a lady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you would be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead? It is a beautiful flower for a fair maiden. Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since. That's why you gotta beat the Sparrowson. Hey! Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signe? That's right. Catherine Marie Signe. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt? How did you know? I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that a rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me. Oh, thanks for the follow, Lollycongan. The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads. So do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? business is slow. Please, ask away. We should have done this one first and a chocolate guy last now. Now that I know that I have to find people first. Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to? The person who bought the rose. I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our Juan. That bird Stickney looks a lot like your avatar. Nah, not even remotely. I met him around a week ago, on the 6th. We talked for a little while about the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. And then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty. Oh, why is that? Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling. Nope, pressure! Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the Cour d'Assises. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know. I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't. Oh, and then she just left. Damn. I think this trial is going to go really, really badly for me. Oh, wait, Mademoiselle Stickney, wait up. Damn. Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her off. This one obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is. Agreed, but I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time? Gosh. I screwed that up twice now. Isn't it the day of the thing now? Yep, it is. We can only go here now. I have found out basically nothing. Well, yep. Very nervous. Of course I'm nervous. What have we learned about Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderer? Nothing! Easy there, Falcon. We can do this. No, we can't. Senor Falcon, I trust everything is in order. Absolutely. I have every intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial. Ah, such confidence. That's magnificent to see. But I really don't know anything. And bringing the truth to light, you say? An admirable goal. No more justing it. Imaginary giants. All of you, seize your jammering. The door's opening. Here we go. Buen seta, Senor Falcon. We will. I don't know what that means. Are we ready? We're ready. Ready? Well, we're losing this one. Against this guy as well. Judge, Severin. Nervous? Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. The whole courtroom is nervous. Oh, cool your feathers, Falcon. Terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. But if this is how you act before the trial has even started... Why, you pompous-tailed, posture perfect. That seems like a compliment, actually. Oh, dear lord. This was one of the guys who was plotting. Romulus. Order, order, let's all settle down. Court is now in session. Psst, Falcon. What is it? Is it me, or does the primary judge look hairier today? That's a different judge to the one who resided over damn Catherline's trial, you doofus. Oh, still, it's a little strange, isn't it? Yes, a little strange, I guess. It is a little, I suppose. Excuse me, Your Honor. Wait, that's the guy who we met. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be residing over this case. Where is he? Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. So you pushed him down the stairs. Okie dokie. But rest assured, assessors, prosecutors, defense, and members of the jury, that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show on our way. Okay, so they're sabotaging something. This is the trial of Prince Juan Querido, who stands accused of murdering Major Hal and of conspiring to murder the king himself. Roll call. The defense is present and ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good, very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial, and I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes. 5 minutes? He's just messing with your heads, Falcon. Keep it together. So, we're all on the same page? Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Investor Just Volerti. I cannot do his voice. My voice is actually gone. Right now, I am actually running on fumes. Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. Definitely not doing his voice. Actually, I think I might actually just... Oh yeah, I think I'm actually gonna... Ooh. I think I'm actually gonna call him here because I can barely talk anymore. I should not actually do full streams where I just talk. Or actually just read. I think that's probably a bad idea. Actually, whispering hurts my voice less right now. No, I actually have to cut it because I'm gonna die. I'm gonna actually die. We're gonna end on a cliffhanger, so you'll have to check how the trial ends another time when I have my voice back. Next time I'm just gonna do like half a reading game and half something else. I didn't actually expect this to be a reading game because there was like a voice part of the audio, like it says like, voice volume. There's no voice, there's just clicking. Oh, thanks, Will. Yeah, I might get another cup of tea. I'm all out. Pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Where shall I send you? I actually don't remember following. When did I start following them? Oh, they're playing Hollow Knight, so I'm gonna send you over to Hollow Knight. Because I can. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a very lovely evening, or morning, or afternoon. I'm gonna give my voice a whole lot of rest. Thank you very much for watching me do bird business. And, see you next time. Bye, fail. Thanks, Andy.